Yeah. Tell me when, Joy. Oh, that's so scratchy. We're up real loud, right?
That's quite noisy.
We're really. Are we good to go? Oh, I tell you what. Welcome in, team. It's a bit scratchy, Davey, but welcome in. We're just starting the semi-final.
You have an inside voice, right?
The semi-final of the Island Championships. Oh, that's better. It's better. I'm a bit softer now.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
It's also my voice a bit softer.
Found the volume.
So in the semi-final, we're going to focus in on here. This is Daniel and Kerry French.
Quite right.
Oh, your inside voice wasn't inside enough.
No, that's fine though.
Yeah.
Daniel French and Kerry Tatamaki from Waikari, Otago. I don't know which one.
No, Green Island.
Green Island, Otago.
Yeah.
And who are they playing?
Michael.
They're playing the other team.
It's Robert Wilson and, oh man, Jane Wintringham.
Yeah, very good. Very
Oh
good.
man, I've nailed it.
And do you know what club they're from?
They're from just one in South Otago.
Oh, I have a feeling it could be Finnegan.
Alrighty.
Does that sound like a club?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Did you do what we're playing and where we are? South Island Championship.
No.
Peers?
Island Championship Peers.
Sorry, Island Championship Peers for
Yes.
2024 here in Ashburton. We're at the Centre Hall.
Yep, 67th Island Championship. Planned for the Peter Carney Memorial Trophy.
So we're playing 10 ends. The time is only up if it gets delayed. So it's not 53, so it started on time. It'll only apply if they're slow.
Yeah. It'd be pretty sad if we counted the whole way down to zero.
Yeah, so just for those that don't understand, it's like we're still playing the 10 ends, but the semis and the finals we actually still play under time. An extension of the 10 minutes, so 55 minutes for these guys. Should be comfortable.
Yep. So like James said, this is the game we're going to be focusing in on. We're on mat 4. Just so you're aware, on mat 2 is another cracking semi-final. So this one here should be a terrific game. And we've got the young lads, Nathan Trowell and Matthew Foster, and they are playing last year's runner-up team, I believe, Brandon Williams and Hayden Warren, so they're having another terrific run.
Yep.
They had a fairly convincing win in the quarter-final.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was. Daniel was had to be pretty aggressive there.
Yeah, so they had to lay into the front just to try and get a little bit of movement. So Daniel and Kerry have actually, and Robert, they've all come from the other side of the hall, which the speed is slightly different to this side.
Doesn't look like it's taken Robert's team too long to find it.
No.
He's certainly no stranger to semi-finals and finals and big games, is he, Robert? He's been in and around and won a lot of good big tournaments and always sniffing around. Daniel on the backhand here. I think he'll just be looking to arrive down there.
So of course Kerry won the Island Triples last year.
Triples last year, she did. With
She's back here to defend her title with a couple of dodgy blokes.
That's an understatement.
one way to describe you and I, James. Again, we are fairly close to the players. We're sort of 4 mats away, so we'll try not to...
I don't have an inside voice, but...
I know that, but we're going to try.
No, we're not.
As you can see in the background there, we will pick up a little bit of action in the background there of that other game. You better just keep an eye on it. Robbo is pretty aggressive here. What a shot that is.
That's a great ball.
I would almost say that's classic Robert Wilson. Like, he's always going to play, he looks for big speed shots.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
He's brave.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'll see a lot more emotion than what you're currently getting out of him the whole game.
No. So back in 2014, Robert actually got to the semi-finals. He actually quite likes the Ashburton floor.
Oh, yeah.
That's one vote.
Has some good and bad memories of Ashburton. Well, did he lose a final of the national singles here to Gary Lowe?
Yeah, EA Networks. Yeah.
At the big stadium, but still Ashburton. He likes the environment, the pollen, the good stuff around here.
This could be like the
Daniel on the forehand.
pushing it through. Oh, I just sliced the front.
Just mudding the front a bit there.
It's probably going to be pretty black. Yep, 3 it is.
Yeah. Said before, like the 10 ends, they'll get through pretty comfortably.
You would think so, yeah. Yeah, most people can get their 10 ends in the 45. They'll be playing the 10th end during the time, but
Yeah.
you would think we would see 2 10-end games here. Hayden doesn't muck around down there, and
So all 4 of these players are, of course, current or ex-island representatives.
Yep.
For the South.
For the South, yep. Same with Brand. Actually, everyone's still playing.
Yep.
There, so we've got a very high quality set of semi-finals, which is what you want to see at events like this.
Oh, of course.
We had 90 teams, 3 venues, and
What's going
we've
on
got
here?
some weird stuff going on with the camera
What's
here.
the live one?
Joyce.
That's just the back of Robert's jacket. There we go.
And this is, we've had 90 pairs teams today, and this is one of 4 events that have got good entries throughout the country. So
Yeah.
really cool to see the numbers in each event. So Kiri's on her backhand here.
So
That's a
Yeah.
lovely shot.
out on the floor, probably like the talent that's actually out there. It's a wee bit surprising that a few of them actually haven't had an island title yet.
Yeah. How many of these have got them? Daniel, Kiri.
What did Daniel win?
Daniel won a triples 1 year.
With you?
Might have been here.
You look
No,
for it.
in Invercargill.
Oh,
Yeah, won the triples in 2013 in Invercargill.
with the Sinclairs.
Yeah.
Right, we're away here, and we'll just try and keep the players out of the way where we can. It's going to be tricky, but they're onto it here. It's good.
Kerry knows.
Yeah. Rocking the Chiefs jersey, which is good to see.
There's a bit of go. There's a bit of go the Chiefs in the chat, actually. Paul Vereen.
Like it. Right, Daniel's one down here. Black have started out pretty good. You can see the scoreboard in the background there, 3-0.
Not quite touching, so he's coming down.
He's
just
pretty
to catch
good.
it.
Great effort.
Opens it up. Robert will be just looking to get down to that same channel.
Yeah. If he works a jack around the corner, if he finds a
Yeah.
back yellow, he'll be happy.
Yeah.
And again, he doesn't muck around, he's straight into his work.
Yeah,
A decent
he's
pass.
He's not far away. This is a good ball here.
Great shot.
Yeah.
It makes Daniel change his hand, I think. He'll just have to try and peel it off on the forehand.
It's interesting that everyone probably assumes that Daniel's quite an aggressive player. Yeah, he will look to draw
Yeah.
more times than not.
I was actually sitting on the sideline during the last 16 game, and I had a couple of experienced gentlemen next to me saying Daniel's just going to smack through this, and I said, "There's no chance. He's just drawing,"
Yeah.
and he did.
Was that my game?
That was your game, the one on the end of the mat.
Yeah.
How's your inside voice coming along?
Still working on it.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like it.
I'm allowed to lie.
Shit. Right. Roberts, looks like it's still one black. He won't be trying to make 2. It's just how he stops Daniel from scoring. Could you play a block here?
You'd assume that Daniel's going to play a similar ball. Come down onto the back of his yellow. If he gets a little bit of speed on it, he can pinch the jack off the black.
He's made his decision. Going down the backhand.
I wonder whether he's actually going to try and get to the other black.
I think he's trying to run this back. I think he was trying to run that yellow just to take
Yeah.
away the option of going 2 down.
Yeah.
Again, pretty bold. Anything tight was probably... I played with enough speed where if he clipped the black, he was probably running out the side here anyway. So Daniel's got a chance to make a 2 here.
To be fair, this time, yeah, Robert's going to play the aggressive ball. He's into one at this stage of the game. It's
Yeah, absolutely. Probably feels a bit wide looking at his last one.
Yeah, definitely play for the speed with the chance to push it around.
That'll be 4-0 after 2 ends.
We don't have a score up.
There we do.
There we go. Brilliant.
Wilson 4, French 0.
Who went first?
Huh? On the first end?
Yeah.
Well, French had last bowl.
Okay.
So
Jane chose the colour.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, Kerry on the back end. It's going to be fairly handy. It's in behind. It's usable.
It's good areas.
Yeah, you'd expect her to really tighten it up in the next couple of ends.
She's got a couple of days just to chip away and get herself ready for the triples.
So we've actually had some really good people, like a lot of crowds here today. It's just petered out a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, it's thinned out. We've had a bit of a break just to get the guys freshen up.
It's because some of those people, Michael, have the option to tune in from away from the venue.
Yeah.
I've been told to give a shout out to the Yangaos watching back at the unit.
Very good.
Right.
Yeah, that's a nice shot from
Nice.
Kerry.
You don't need to name them all.
We also
There's 3 of them.
Right.
we also had I guess the unique scenario where we had 33 qualifiers today. So we
Yeah.
had one game going and then we were down to last. So we had 60, 70 people watching one game, and then we all sort of started playing and people were sticking around. So there was close to 100 people in the hall, and most of them stuck around for a game or two, which is excellent to see.
You almost wonder with the time limit on the games as well as whether people have taken the opportunity, knowing that the finals going to start and finish,
That's
to actually duck away now and come back.
That's excellent from Kerry. I did say she'd look to tighten it up, and she's just brought that line and kept that nice speed. It's more what Daniel will be used to seeing.
Interesting between the two parents. Obviously, all couples. Robert and Jane are a couple.
Mhm.
Daniel and Kerry engaged. I would assume.
Are they?
I would assume is what they said.
It's a big assumption.
And
Never told anyone.
not much of a chatter. And yet you'll probably see a lot more dialogue between Daniel and Kerry, where Robert just gets into that zone where he doesn't talk a lot.
I
and
tell you
just
what,
wants to
he'll
look.
be lining up that front black with his next one if nothing changes.
I actually remember playing with Robert a few years ago. Didn't chat a lot about bowls on the mat.
No.
He just let him do what he wanted. He hit everything.
This is handy. Look at this.
Yeah, he's getting around here. Nice
Great
play. Yeah.
shot. Ooh, that might have.
I don't think it's taken away the front black, right?
He might just be drawing though. Yeah, I think he's just gonna. That's still the gap's still there to fill.
Yeah, no, he's playing aggressive. Oh, that's.
Just trickled off. Not the worst result. He was starting to
He was-
build an ugly head.
It's probably a bit tight from what he was looking to do, and
Yeah.
I tried to catch it live.
Kerry's got
Kerry's
the
about
ball.
threw the jack into that oncoming black.
So that makes it 4-3 now to Bobby Wilson.
Yeah, I guess the other thing with Robert's play is he doesn't sort of take much time to actually look at heads and discuss it. Like he makes his mind up how he's playing the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, great ball there by Kerry.
Great start by Kerry.
You just leave him to it, right?
Yeah. So Kerry's actually also won another Ireland title,
She won the fours in Rotorua.
2018. Yeah, I
you-
probably should have remembered that.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there that day.
So she's got more than Daniel. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, definitely. She probably reminds him too.
Yeah.
She's actually, like I say, she's really, after those sort of going up and back, really turned it on these last couple of ends. And she'll just keep the pressure on.
Yeah, Jane's
Okay.
just finding a bit tight on this line. Speed was good.
Yep.
I think the trick to this game here is going to be if Kerry can keep this consistency up, Jane being able to hang in there and keep her bowls handy.
That's right. Yeah, just give Robert enough to work with because he is going to be able to play aggressive and
Just a wee.
Are we shimmy on the shot bowl there?
No, I was actually going to say the wee shout out. You could just see in the shot there, Tim from Otago, who's been down here up here umpiring all weekend. So a big thank you to the all those people that have helped out, especially the umpires and controllers for today.
Yeah.
He was actually reading the law book, which is what I was going to just point out.
It's a bit of a worry.
No, it's always good to keep up to date.
Refresh.
yep, there's been a few jack bounce forwards and jack bounce sideways things.
So obviously Jane just sort of played that aggressive bowl, reached down to the head, just looking for movement.
And it's changed up. Robert's got a couple of bowls to play with there, and this is from the wider side. Pretty good. That's where he would have been aiming. Robert will keep positive on the backhand here.
Ideal shot would be probably jack speed through. Just holding this line.
Pretty good.
That's a good
It's
hold.
a nice second, yep.
Probably almost put Daniel on the same hand now, looking to get between the black and the jack.
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of the sunglasses on the head?
But honestly, you couldn't convince me why it was necessary. You can't tell me he was wearing them at 6 o'clock this morning. When they...
Were we up at 6 o'clock?
Oh, you probably weren't actually. Maybe. I mean, it's just something that he has done since I've known him. Jeff Best has literally his normal glasses on his head when he plays, which is quite interesting to watch.
Right.
But, some people don't.
Yeah, Robert's close here. He's almost picked the line under the yellow.
Yeah, great shot. It's obviously just one of those things that he is used to doing and does, and
Yeah.
he probably wouldn't even know they're there half the time.
I actually think being around Daniel a little bit and playing with him, he actually takes them off between games. Yeah.
What, wear them when he goes outside for a fresh air?
Yeah, just I reckon in between games, I reckon you don't see them as often.
Yeah,
You see some weird habits in bowls, right?
Yeah.
One of the weirdest I've seen from myself is not taking enough green or weight.
It's strange.
I wouldn't say that's weird.
Fairly common.
Oh, did he shimmy it enough to be the shot?
No, I think yellow's still holding the shot.
He'd be disappointed, but Robert's got a chance to make 2 or 3 of this if he can find it on the forehand.
And this hand there is enough swing there. Daniel sort of showed that just to get the speed to arrive to that yellow on the flat.
Yeah, be looking forehand.
Here it comes. Probably,
Feels wide.
yeah, and the
Oh, it's
weight.
coming back. Look at this.
It's a lovely effort.
Wrong a certain weight.
I'm going to say 1 yellow.
Not convinced. I thought he might have played a bit more weight if he was
Yeah.
down, but there's a measure going on.
We're going to discuss what we can take out of the head.
While they're doing this, do you know of any other more weird habits, Sean?
He likes black.
Nah, I just sort of...
I saw a bloke from Counties drinking Fanta at the airport once. He had some weird habits. What about my post-section shoes?
I wish you'd bin those because you're 0 for 12. That
Nah, I
one's-
must have won a game in them no doubt.
that
So we're
one's-
actually measuring for a shot here.
Yeah.
The black against the yellow.
Yes, I think it's black. I'm pretty sure it is. One black.
Yep. There we go. So 5-3.
5-3 to the Wilson skipped team. And we have played 4.
Have we got any sort of an indication of what the score is on the other game?
I don't know that...
I
We
just-
can
Brandon's
definitely
let
find
off.
out really quick smart from Joy here.
Or even Jezza.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Joy's got a camera ready to go, I reckon.
That's
That's a lovely start from Jane.
we're assuming they're doing the board.
I think, Jane getting the jack in that first bowl would keep the pressure on rather than having to chase and keep aggressive.
8-0.
2.
After 3,
to yellow.
Foster.
Yeah.
Lovely shot by Kerry. Leads are really going well now.
Yeah, after 3, yeah.
So Robert, just asking Jane just to put one in the square here.
It's not on a bad path.
That's where he
He
pointed.
will be extremely happy with that. That's a lovely bowl. It's harder to do than most people think, right? Actually, when the jack's buried or when you can't see it, drawing around a bowl and keeping it not 2 feet past.
I remember old fella at my club, Bill Trembath. He used to teach me how to practice. He actually
These
drawing round a bowl.
That's
You put a front toucher on the jack and
Really
try and
good
draw
too.
around it.
8-2 trail.
Dave's just given us update there to say that Brandon Williams scored a 2, so he's now
Yep.
2-8 behind after 4.
Yeah. So Jane's just looking to come down here. Just onto her last bowl. Yeah, that's not bad.
Pretty
So
good.
it's the shot down. So we could just hear from where we're sitting. Daniel's just asked Kerry to just get past the yellow. If she touches it, it's all good. Yeah.
It's been a very good end from the leads.
I think Robert might have actually just walked past and said that you girls were on fire. Daniel and Kerry, obviously, also the National Mixed Peers champions.
Yep.
That's all we're going to say about that one, James. That's
Sorry,
the end
mate.
of that conversation.
No, it's not. I was just going to say they've also won the Otago Mixed Peers. So
Again this
Oh,
year.
and the mixed fours.
Yeah,
I
the
believe
mixed
they
fours.
were
They're on the
mixed
road to
fours.
defending title from last year.
in terms of mixed fours and hence like singles winners from last year, I think they've both bowed out early on.
Was one of them you?
Yeah. I think Tim Veal got beat. Tim and Bruce, they've gone back to back, and then I think they got beat.
The Moors beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Daniel and Kerry. And I'll tell you
Masters
what,
fours?
the way that Graham, I think, is still alive.
Yeah.
I saw him today.
In terms of winning the Southland one, thank you, James. And I'm pretty sure Presley, who won both the singles and pairs 1 to 5s, would be out of that. by
Yeah,
now.
I think he is out. Yeah.
He's
But Young was about was it Jacob he played with?
Jacob Warrington.
boy, he might not be out.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see. So, yeah, set the way. You know, obviously, Daniel and Kerry, the way they're going here, you wouldn't put them past a really good result.
One of the interesting formatted tournaments.
Oh, Daniel's on the run here. Down. That's a good result. He'll be,
Definitely loosened it up. Give himself an opportunity for a number with his last right.
yeah. Yeah, this is where probably Robert might even look to be a little bit aggressive and play through the blacks. That angle that's coming off the yellow to get to the jack, or if he's just under it, he's just going to sit the yellow in.
You like playing Robert's shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the hand holds enough for him to be quite confident with it.
Yeah. You've almost got to play Daniel's shot as Robert
Yeah.
to make it harder for Daniel, right?
Yeah.
If you go one down to the back one, it's not the worst.
He's close. Very close. Yeah, there you
That's a terrific shot.
go. It may have left a wee chance for the yellow to be split through the blacks, but
Nah.
the way the two of them are sitting, with them not being level,
This is coming quick, if you're interested, Joy.
yeah, you might stand up.
Could clear all 3 of them. Oh, unlucky.
The kick.
Yeah, the follow-through kick. He's hit that probably just a touch narrow more than anything.
I think he's probably missed that by a good half mil.
Yeah, It's
A good half mil. He runs instead of running onto the white, he runs onto the back black and gets 5. Right?
Yeah.
What a fun sport.
So 8-3. The other game, I believe Williams Warnes might have picked up another single, and they're measuring maybe for second now.
Yeah, being able to regroup after being really unlucky like that, right? It's not panic stations yet, but just being able to regroup and sort of play 6 good bowls this end and try and build a 2 or 3. You're not trying to chase the 5 shots back in one go.
Yeah. Jane's onto the jack.
Yeah, again, had that jack started off really well. Handy enough out there.
Like you said, it's only halfway through the game, James, but probably Roberts doesn't mind a few like sort of looser bowls, just bowls off the head, gives them more options to move the jack around.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's a great bowl by Curious and the black through and simple shot, but now it gives Jane that freedom just to be reaching down to it. Yes, the jack of the bowl. Which is not far away. Yeah, played this well. Yeah, nice bowl,
Great
Jane.
shot.
Very good.
Tell you what, turning it on here.
So Kerry will just be looking to just play the same channel, just get past the black. Wee bit of movement's fine.
So the beaten quarter finalists, Robert and Jane beat Paul Wright, Mitchell White.
Yep.
From Auckland.
Yep.
They've entered. Where have they entered from?
Oh, probably out of here with
Willoughby.
With Jacob.
Willoughby.
Yeah. And Daniel and Kerry beat Wayne and Maria Tuff.
Yep. From Upper Hutt.
Probably entered out of.
No, Upper Hutt for the peers. Yep.
Okay, cool. Brandon and Hayden dealt to myself and Emma.
Yep.
And Nathan and Matthew beat local combination Matt Bassett, Grant Wilson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So some fairly handy players right throughout the field today. Brandon.
Looking for this outside yellow onto black. He was probably looking for the jack, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd offered him this pre-bowl, he would have taken it.
Mm-hmm.
Gives them options. I mean, Robert's probably got to come back to this hand now and play. So whether he's going to look to be really aggressive
Yeah.
and actually just try and be the inside of that bowl.
If we just move that foot, Robert, I can tell you a bit more about it. Oh,
I think he's going to play more just arrive and wait.
Just
to
sort
try
of-
and sit into the gap.
just a nice 2 rolls, you know. I know, just on the draw. Around?
Slightly wide. It's not the worst home to be in.
I think that's where he aimed.
That's pretty good. Daniel
Thick.
again.
Daniel's got 2 bowls here. I think it does turn enough to be on the inside, just missing the front yellow to sit that black.
It's sometimes harder than you think as well to really, when you're 8-3 down, you've just come off a kill, to really understand and think through that, that required run rate. You only got to find a 1 here. Obviously, you're not going to assume you're going to score all 5 ends, but you do need to keep it tight, so you don't want to go forcing too much. Michael's just having headset issues here. He thought he was helping, but he wasn't. Right, Daniel on the forehand. He's looking to edge off that yellow and get onto the shot bowl. Is he tight? Oh, he's found his way through pretty clean, but it's still there for next time. Mish. A few chances. Robert, I think, has got to try and fill that hole now. Turn the jack around the corner, in between those 2 yellows there in the corner of the square, you can see. Just draw to fill that hole. But he's looking backhand, so is he gonna punt that outside split? Oh yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I love this guy.
That's
We had some fun.
That's magnificent. If we're going to see this shot, this would be brilliant. Because what he's going to do is then take both those yellows.
Well, it actually takes the back yellows. It actually probably gets to the side yellow a little bit more too.
Oh, babe, he could end up with like a back toucher.
Oh,
Please be brave. Yep. Here we go.
Not yet. He hasn't decided yet.
Yep.
He's going. Here we go. This will be pretty quick. Oh, not as quick as you thought.
oh,
Tight, doesn't want to go right through the gap and do that.
That's the reason to go quick, right?
I think so, yeah. Try and get a bit of carnage happening. Right, Daniel now. This is one of those ends where, as a skip like Daniel, you've got a lot of yellows around the head and there's only one, but there has to be a way for me to score more than a 1 or 2 here. You're desperately trying to find that number.
I'm sure there is.
He's thinking, how can I make a 4 or 5 here? I think he's...
well, the other thing is he's actually got to make sure he's scoring. Yeah, it's a great opportunity. He's got to score.
If he gets too aggressive and the jack moves and there's a weird bundle and he goes 2 down, well, it's like, where do you land? But it looks like he's going to try and make something happen here.
I think they're almost looking at trying to play that front yellow through.
Be interesting.
Create some luck a bit.
Or is he just going to try and overdraw, try and turn the jack around the corner for a couple? We're about to find out. I think he's just gently arriving down there, is he? Nope.
Playing the ball.
Tight.
Yeah.
1 down, no damage.
Still not panic stations, but 9-3 is a long way away.
So obviously just while they were on the jack and that. So tomorrow sees us start the Island Championship 4s.
Yep.
Played in the venues of here in Ashburton plus over in Timor. And Monday sees the end of the long weekend with the Island Triples.
Yep. And then for the first time in a long time, everyone's got a bit of extra time to recover for those that are heading to the Nationals.
Yep.
There's an extra week in between. They start on the Saturday the 15th of June in Whangarei.
Yep.
With pretty good numbers up there. So, right, 9-3 with 4 to play is getting into trying to create a weird 3 number out the side somewhere, or keep yourself aggressive. Like Kerry will stay positive here and now try and work the jack. Jane's just been rock solid off the front since she's had the jack.
Well, this end
Look
here,
at us.
yeah, they need to be looking for that 3. 2's okay, but
Yeah, there's Kerry will be so positive here and looking to squirt it out to the left-hand side.
I almost think 3's par, right?
Yeah. She's played the speed, needs to stay on the mat.
Just a bit too quick.
10-3 after 6, but Brandon with a bit of a chance to score a number down there by the looks.
yeah.
Right, Jane, is she just looking to load the front of the head here? Needs to just hold up and stop Kerry.
probably-
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Would you have thought there was probably an unusual miss for Kerry, like probably the speed and
Yeah, I think she's just well overplayed it.
yeah.
I think
We've all overplayed a bowl today,
this
I
is
imagine.
it, but this is where you need to remain brave because she almost needs that pace through that last black now. Ooh,
So-
yeah, baby, that's quicker than...
So the mat next door is just looking to try and push those yellows off the head. Just
He looked a bit
Didn't quite
tight.
get
He
them.
might even go 1 down here, and
yeah.
that game's getting away on them quite quickly.
So we talked about the 4s just briefly before. Obviously, 2 of these the semi-finalists actually team up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's an ominous sort of thing for the rest of the teams, isn't it?
We wouldn't have to play them, right?
What's it? So it's Daniel, Nathan, Matthew, Kerry.
Yeah.
That's the handy side. Daniel needs to hold. Actually, if he was going to do anything other than get it perfect, he wanted to miss it. Like he hasn't chipped the jack and he's got another one out there. He's still got a chance.
It's probably better than getting it.
Yeah. gives himself a chance to block it in behind there. Robert might just play through these yellows. Right, what are we doing here? Tell you what, he's going to have to play the forehand, probably. What's his section looking like, Michael?
Oh, niggly section.
Yeah, section that these guys are in tomorrow. This is the French and Trail combinations. Johnny Bartrop from Canterbury, Paul Daly from North Otago, Matt Begg, Central Otago, Kylie Gill from Timaru,
Yeah, okay.
There's a world they don't qualify.
and over at Timor.
Oh, definitely a world they don't qualify.
Might not be this one this weekend, but it could happen. Right. Robert's just trying to see where, because French can probably still get both of those blacks.
Well, they're looking. Robert's obviously playing tomorrow. Robert's varsity experience. He's brought up a couple of newer players with him for the weekend. Nicola and Damien Ford. And they are playing out of Finnegan.
Finnegan, South Otago.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's got right through.
Tell you what, if you're going to get a rub, you might as well get a second one too.
Yeah.
Frenchie doesn't look super jazzed about that. That's the sort of smile of a guy who might hit you.
What do you mean, might?
I've been on the receiving end of that smile. And bruises.
I think I remember a supper up at on a tour one year.
King Country.
Yeah, King Country in St James, yeah.
Apparently I threw a sandwich at him.
To be fair, I think it hit his toe.
Alright, he's trying to get rid of all three blacks here if you're interested, Sean.
Yeah, he's going to have to hit the one and then get the cross from it. From one. Chance.
Yeah, that'll do.
And we're going to shake hands
Yeah,
there.
12-3 with 3 to go. Said I've had enough of this.
That'll do me just nicely.
So,
Might as well. So we'll swing over to the other mat and try and catch an end or two there. Another one-sided game over there.
it's always a shame, isn't it, when you're playing these games and you've had such tight games up to now,
Yeah.
and you get to the semi-final and I'm not overly a big fan of the big break.
No,
In between?
the break's tough.
Yeah. I think, just a 15-minute break, freshen up, back into it.
Bit of spray.
Enough to get outside. So look at this head here. So this is so the Trail Foster team's obviously the yellow. So it looks like they're holding at least one, if not two. I believe the score.
It was 10-3 at one
I think
point.
it's probably 11-3
Yeah, I
this
think
game.
it's at 11-3.
To be fair, may not have a lot left in it either at this point. Which is interesting, yeah. Sometimes you can have either two really close semi-finals. Like I say, that freshen up. A couple of teams obviously found it a bit quicker, and there's probably been a couple of blowout score lines, but still really great day for Daniel and Kerry. They made it to the semi-final. They'll be disappointed at the moment, but can be pretty happy with their day's bowls.
If you actually look just above the head, you'll see a Finnegan Club jacket on the knees of someone down
I
there.
actually thought it said
Yeah.
Fine-Gan.
Fine what?
Fine-Gan? Or like I didn't even put...
What's Finnegan?
Yeah, well, I know that now, don't I?
Finny and Fine,
I
that's
saw
pretty
the
similar.
jackets earlier on. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. That's my story.
Thanks, bro.
It's actually, I remember having a chat last year about uniforms and what have you, and it's actually quite a nice,
It is a nice jacket.
it is a nice jacket.
And they got the shirts to go with it too, I think, or B. Wills on the
Yeah,
stand-up.
on the
Here we go.
stand-up.
This'll, you're going to about to see a head get destroyed if he makes contact. It's shelved off and
Yeah.
done nothing. That's
Yeah, we're
game over
shaking
too.
hands.
I think we got the
So,
seven,
yeah.
7 ends in both semi-finals.
7 ends both games. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be back very shortly for the final of the South Island Pairs.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.